Hey everyone, I want to show you guys why my game has failed and how I have built my game. So I started my game development journey about 8 months ago, and during these 8 months I have built only crappy games, but not this time. This time I have created a decent game, that's what I thought, but it turns out I had created another dumpster fire. Description of my game. Embark on an electrifying journey with Lava Ladder Leap, an endless runner where you must ascend a treacherous castle tower while outrunning rising lava. Navigate through an array of traps while engaging in heart-pounding races blah 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 blah. So, in general, my game Lava Ladder Leap is a browser game, which you can play without installing it on your mobile or PC. You can play the game on your mobile's or PC's browser. Just search on the browser and play. Lava Ladder Leap is a 2D endless vertical platformer game that has two modes. First is single-player mode, and second is two-player mode. In single-player mode, try to survive for maximum time to make a high score, and in two-player mode, the first one that falls in lava is loser, and the other one is the winner. Now it's time to show the stats of my game, how well my game has performed, and how much I have earned. Drum roll. After seeing this stats, I'm not sure what's worse, the game or the revenue or both. Now let's see on which platform most people have played and from which country they are from. Most of the players played the game on their mobiles, and someone played on their smart TV. I never thought someone would play the game on a smart TV. That's wild. Now I want to show you guys how I have made the game. All the character and game objects are made in Asseprite, music was made in Bosca COL, SFX was made in Chiptone, and UI elements were made in Inkscape. You guys will notice a few changes from the clips that I am showing right now to the real game that is on the GamePix website, because when I was making the build for the GamePix website, somehow GamePix SDK doesn't compile shaders properly. So there are a few visual differences. But if you want to play the game exactly like this, then you have to download the game from the Amazon App Store, and it's free of charge. Now, do you want to know how I made vertical procedural levels? If yes, then listen carefully. There's a video on YouTube of procedural generation by Rigor Mortis Tortoise, in which she showed how she generated infinite levels procedurally, just like in Subway Surfers. Then I copied the same concept in 2D, but in her video she moved the walls and platform, not the player, and I can't do that because in my game the player has too many controls. So what I did was, I procedurally generated levels and simultaneously checked if there was no overlapping of levels. And then I had a game object that moved as fast as the lava and that destroyed levels that were generated procedurally. My level doesn't move, but the game object that destroys level moves. She has only procedurally generated the walls and platform, whereas I made different types of sectors or levels with different sets of traps and ladders with side walls and platform. Then a C# script randomly picks the sector or level and generates them. And to optimize it, I have implemented object pooling because instantiate and destroy is heavy on performance. If you are confused by now, worry not, I have made a diagram for better understanding how things works. You can pause the video for better understanding. Now let's discuss what problem I have faced during the making of this game and one major flaw of using object pooling. So the first problem was establishing two-player local multiplayer, and the solution was simple, but it took me a while to realize that if I copy the first player and change its controls, I will get a second player, but that gave birth to a new problem that was setting up a camera that captures both players, and the solution to that problem was if both players were at the same height, then the camera would follow the first player, and if there was a difference in their vertical distance, then camera would be at the center of both players, so both players could see properly. Now the other problem was the use of object pooling. If you don't know what object pooling is, then, in simple terms, you make a lot of copies of your game object in the hierarchy when the game starts, and all of them are disabled. So when you want to use that game object, one by one game object will be activated and will get disabled when its work is done. So in my game, I have used object pooling on sectors or levels. So all the different types of sector or level are in hierarchy in disabled mode at the start of the game. Sectors are activated when they are required and disabled when their work is over, but disabling doesn't reset the position of game objects like rats' positions, destroyed rock boulders, and many more. So the solution to this problem was that I had to write a script that resets the position or state of the game object when a sector is activated again. So in the end, game development, like any creative endeavor, is a roller coaster of emotions. But it's the challenges that truly test our skills and resilience. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and most importantly, keep creating. The gaming community needs more passionate developers. So, let's keep building amazing games, one line of code at a time. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested in trying out the game, you can find the link in the description. Your support will help me improving my skills and to make better games in future, and also please give me feedback on my game because I know my game have too many flaws. So knowing them will only improve my skill, so let me know what mistakes I have done. Happy gaming!